Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be giving you guys some awesome tips on how to survive a long layover. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to watch the rest of the videos on this playlist. Definitely some helpful stuff in there. And also be sure to subscribe and join the mcmafia. To all of my returning subscribers, thank you guys for your continued support. I really hope that you guys are enjoying my travel series. It's a little bit different from what I had in the beginning when I first started my channel 2 years ago, but I'm trying to give you guys content that you guys can really actually use and things that like I just kind of learned from personal experience. So a small tidbit here, yes, that is snow. DC just got its first snow like storm of 2019, so that is the remnants over there, as you can see. And also I'm sitting by a window, so if it's loud, I'm sorry. You're hearing all of those good city sounds. So let's jump right into it. So when you think of the word layover in terms of travel, I'm not expecting you to have tons of warm and fuzzies about it. But over time and through my travels, I've actually really learned to enjoy layovers and how to take advantage of that time that you have when you're sitting in a random airport in a city that you probably didn't expect to stop in. So straight out the gate, here are my top 3 benefits of having a layover. Number 1, depending on the airline, normally flights that have layovers involved in them are going to be cheaper than flights that don't, just for the fact of that small inconvenience that you're gonna have to spend an hour, 2 hours, or maybe 3 hours in between your destination of where you're trying to go. Benefit number 2 of a layover is just the fact that you get to visit a new city. Yes, you may not be able to actually go outside of the airport, but at least you get to discover a new airport and new place. And usually airports have tons of like signage or a tourist shop, something that you can go to and kind of see just a little bit of that culture of that state or country that you're currently visiting. Number 3, last but not least, as far as those top benefits of layover, it's really a time to refresh and recharge, especially if you've been on a plane that doesn't have any outlets and your phone is about to die. So now that I've given you my top 3 benefits of actually having a layover, I'm gonna just run through in no particular order some layover tips. So this first tip is something that you should prepare for before you leave for your trip, and that is purchasing an external charger. One, this will help you for flights that are smaller planes that may not have outlets on them and you can still charge all of your devices. And also, don't be surprised if the airport that you land in is a little bit smaller and not a major hub and may not have available outlets like you think. And you don't want to spend your time walking around an entire airport trying to look for an outlet so you can plug in your phone. Just make sure you grab an external charger and make sure that your external charger is charged. Not only should you prepare for the airport not having any outlets, don't be surprised if you land and the airport doesn't even have Wi-Fi. I have definitely experienced this, especially when traveling abroad and internationally. Wi-Fi is a luxury. Wi-Fi is almost like an airport privilege. So definitely be prepared to have that by stocking yourself with a bunch of entertainment. Download some movies, download some games that don't need to be connected to Wi-Fi on your Kindle, on your iPad, whatever device, tablet, Samsung, whatever you have. Be prepared to entertain yourself on your devices without Wi-Fi. If you're like me, listen, I am not one to pay for Wi-Fi. Sometimes the airport may have Wi-Fi, but it may be, you know, 99 cents for an hour or $4.99 for unlimited Wi-Fi. Because of the fact that Wi-Fi should be widely available, it's just like the principle. I'm like, no, I'm not paying, no. I'm just gonna download movies and I'll be just fine. So the perfect thing to do, like straight when you get off the plane, is explore the airport that you're in for a decent sitting area. You kind of don't want to just like pop a squat like wherever and just like sit on the floor, especially if it's a longer layover. Go and find a little casual coffee shop or a casual restaurant, maybe just a little nook that has like rocking chairs. I know a lot of like the southern United States and some of the coastal countries have rocking chairs. I guess it's because it's, you know, like a coastal vibe, like beachy vibes. But those are also really nice, and sometimes they're against the wall that has a nice outlet or a charging station. Always find a nice place because you may be sitting there for a while, and if you do find a nice spot, be prepared to fight for that. Don't get up and leave. It's really dangerous to leave your bags unattended. So make sure that you are set with some food, some snacks before you find the area. Scope it out first, go get some snacks and things, and then settle into your nice, comfortable place. So this next tip is definitely something if you're gonna prepare yourself for a longer layover, like more than an hour. I would say like a 2-hour layover, 3, 4. I've had 4-hour layovers before, and you like, at like hour 2, you're pretty much like, okay. Need to find something to do here. I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs. I have now watched an entire movie. I have now listened to my entire playlist. What to do next? Explore, explore, explore. Like, especially if you're in a bigger airport. Have you been to the airport in Atlanta? Like concourses. Concourse A, Concourse B, Concourse C. Have you been to Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris? Like, just terminal A, terminal B. Get on this train, get on that tram, go over here, go over there. Amsterdam's airport, like, I'm just listing out airports. These things are like malls. Like malls. Some of them have like luxury places. Some of them have full entire like Sephora stores or Macs. There are plenty of airports that are such big hubs that you can go and explore and kind of like spend the whole day, and you don't even have to spend any money. You can seriously window shop. Explore every single shop possible. And you know what my favorite shop to explore is? Duty free. Duty free. Here is a special little tool. Bonus tip for all of my drinking age viewers. Duty-free shops often have liquor tastings. Free liquor tastings at the duty-free. Please go straight to the duty-free. Get you a little something. It'll make your layover so much better. Sadly, there is no bomb duty-free shop. There is always a restaurant or bar somewhere that has some beer and wine, okay? High five, holla back at ya. All right, we're moving on. So after you've explored the airport, you've sat down for a while, you've listened to your entire playlist, you've watched all of your downloaded movies, you're like, Kelly, I still have like a good solid hour to be here. Question, did you check on your checked bag? 1, did you have a checked bag? And 2, did you check on it? Unfortunately, this has happened to me one too many times where I didn't realize that you had to go pick up your bag from the baggage claim and then recheck your bag in between flights. It also depends on the airline, but be sure to check that before, because there is nothing like having an entire layover, spending all this time gallivanting around, going to duty free, sipping on free liquors, and then getting on a plane, getting to your destination, and being like, my bag is in the last place that okay, my bag is not here. So be sure that the plane that you just got off, your bag is gonna be moved to the plane that you're going to, just in case. I would double check on that. Usually it says that on your ticket somewhere and your booking information, but just be sure to double check so that you are not wasting all of your time, and this whole time you could have been grabbing your bag and rechecking it into the proper place, because you want your stuff to get there to your final destination. You wanna get there and you want your stuff too. So for this last tip, this kind of depends on if you want to live your life on the edge. Personally, I explore the airport, I sit down, I get cozy, I get food, I get drinks, whatever I need. Often, unless it's a minimum of 4 hours, I won't leave the airport. You're like, hey, Kelly, I'm in a new place, I'm in a new city, I want to go out, I have all this time, I want to go out and explore a little bit and come back. I would say, just from personal experience, 4 hours minimum is safe to even leave airport and come back. If there is like some bomb downtown area that's within 15 minutes of the airport and you have like 4 hours, go. Spend a little time. But be sure to get your butt back to that airport. If you have like a 2-hour layover, I think you're cutting it a little close. The time that it takes to get your bags is gonna be at least 15 to 20 minutes. You gotta find an Uber or a taxi. That's another 30 minutes tacked onto that. You're already at 45 minutes. You need to be back in, checking into the security line, getting all of your stuff ready, and that's that's another hour in itself. It's an hour and 45 already gone. If you have a 2-hour layover, it's a little short. 3 hours is still cutting it really close. If you're thinking of trying to leave the airport and visit that city that you're in, I definitely suggest if it's under 4 hours, be sure to do some research before. TripAdvisor is really good at that. I read a lot of their reviews. Sometimes people will have actual forums about that. It'll be like long layover, should I leave? And then in the comments will be tons of good information depending on what city you're in. So definitely check some online blogs, some forums before you go and leave the airport. All right guys, so those are my long layover tips. I hope that you enjoyed them. If you have any kind of like routines that you do in a layover, definitely be sure to share that below. If you have any other suggestions of tip videos like this that I can do as far as travel is concerned, also be sure to comment that down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this video. You guys really seem to like my carry-on video, the airport lookbook video, and all of those will be tagged right up here for you, and you'll see them on the end screens in just a second. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful for you. I will see you guys next time in my next video.
Before you came round, my heart would never be much faster. Before you came round, I was ready to slow down.